What is up, guys? What is up? My name's Jackal, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Red version. We're here replaying it with our starter Charmander, now a Charmeleon. And yeah, we're playing Pokemon Red version for the second time here. We are training for our next playthrough, which is going to be a Nuzlocke. And just trying to replay the game now that I understand, like, who the gym leaders are, what their Pokemon are, what their weaknesses are going to be, because I still don't understand all the weaknesses quite yet, but you know, we'll get there. But yeah, we're here to continue our adventure, and we're going to be going into what is definitely probably my least favorite place in the whole game, which is the Rock Tunnel. Definitely not a fan. I sold a useless nugget for 5,000. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Ghosts that haunt Lavender Town. Pokemon types stronger than others, weak against some, da 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 da. And I think what we definitely got to do is we have to do some item management. I've been putting it off. I definitely got to be careful about speaking into this microphone because this microphone is actually pretty loud. So I got to kind of make sure I keep my voice at a pretty decent level. All right, deposit. Put both the moonstones in here. Helix fossil. You are unnecessary. SS ticket can go. You know what? I don't really care about the bike voucher. I don't really use the... Usually if I use the bike, I use it later on. At this point, I'm not like running around crazy enough to where I really need it a whole bunch. Let me see what these were again, because I forget what these were. Teleport. Teleport can definitely go in the box. But for a Nuzlocke, you know, having a move that I can get me out of a battle in a pinch that's not a trainer battle, you know, that is not necessarily that is something I should keep in mind. Thunderbolt. Raticate could use it, but I'm probably not going to give it to Raticate. Honestly, Nidoqueen could use it, but I don't know if that's something that I want Nidoqueen to really have. Alright, Flash. Only Drowsy can use it. Do I have any Pokemon in the box? I don't think I even do. Yeah, I haven't really been catching a whole lot of Pokemon. This has been a much more deliberate run. Yeah, see, this Drowsy is already at level 18. What Pokemon are in here? Let's take a look. Is there anything in here that I might be able to have just... Say less. Say less. Now see, this is a Pokemon that I think is supposed to be good, isn't it? I know Electrode is supposed to have a ridiculous speed stat, like crazy. He should be fine even if I get a crit. Excellent. Pokeball. You know what? Let me, give me 1 sec. Usually found in power plants, easily mistaken for a Pokeball. They have zapped many people. Let me, 1 sec. Alright, so we're here checking out, okay, so Tackle, Screech, Sharply reduces defense. That's not a bad one. I'm down for a Sharply. Sonic Boom. It inflicts set amount of damage. That's not bad. Okay, yeah, we're not self-destruct. That's gonna leave. All right. Bro, why does everything from Voltorb has to fucking, like, kill him? Why? So absolutely unnecessary. And he learns, okay, so I can teach him Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, he'll have Flash, and maybe Takedown. Where's, 1 second. Okay, so I just looked, and Takedown is in the what's it called? In Silphco. And also the Celadon department store. So ooh, man. Alright. I think it's time. I think it might officially be time. Sad enough as it is to say because of how high level he is. Raticate. It is time we say goodbye, my friend. You have been a real G. You have been one of the bad motherfuckers that I needed earlier in this game to get me through these first 3 gyms. You are top G. Top G. You are a real one. But I always knew that you were not going to make it into the final team, and I apologize for that, my friend. You were my very first caught Pokemon, and I am sad to see you go. But we need Voltorb is coming in, and Electrode, because that Pokemon, if I remember hearing correct, its speed stat is supposed to be ridiculous. So we must move on to bigger and better things. In your honor, we will take a drag. We take a hit for the homie. He was a real one, so we got to show respect to the real one. After this, I do have to pause the video, though, because I have to check my phone for something that I don't necessarily need you guys to see. Not that there would anything be bad if you saw, but might have, like, phone numbers and stuff, and you don't need to see that. You don't need it. Oh, that one was for you, homie. Alright, take it easy. I'll see you on the other side when I'm a champion. Raticate was stored in box 1. Voltorb comes in. And now we are going to... Voltorb learns Flash. Yeah, and he always looked like an electric Pokemon, but he doesn't really learn any electric moves. He just has access to them, which is kind of annoying. All right. All right. No, okay. I'm sure nobody in the fucking Pokemon Center appreciated that. Now he's got Tackle, Screech, Flash, and Thunderbolt. So he's got a little something. He's got a little something. I was saying that I might have gone with Magnemite earlier in the game, but you know, I needed one now. Oh, one sec, I forgot something. All right, there we go. I just had to. I had forgotten real quick that we needed some pickles because we're getting some sub sandwiches, which I have sub sandwiches almost every day. Fresh deli subs. Probably not a good source of probably a bit too much sodium in my diet. So I definitely got to ease up on that, but fuck, man, it sucks to see a bro go. It really does. But it had to happen because I think Voltorb is probably going to stay in it till endgame. Him, Electrode, you know, their final forms. I'll have that electric that I wanted. I have a flying. Nidoqueen, I want to have, like, ground and, like, that kind of shits. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want Nidoqueen to have. I want her to have a lot of, like, ground and earth moves. Seismic Toss just kind of to give it something early on just to not be as bad. I don't think, at least. The only and then, like I said, I think I might do Hitmonchan. Mainly because my goal, if I get him, is I want to, hopefully, I would want to get as best I could, because I don't know his moveset. Actually, let me. This is a research play, so let's go check it. Ooh, okay, no. So he actually learns Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch all together, which is what I really want him to have, because I want him to be able to, like, I want Hitmonchan to be like a quick exploiter of weaknesses, like have him be a jack of all trades. Because I mean, like, Ice Punch at the end of the game is going to mean a lot when I got to go up against fucking Lance's goddamn dragons at the end of the game. You know, Mega Punch, counter might be, but I don't know how I want to do with the end with those two. I doubt I'm going to want to keep Comet Punch. It might just be, you know, the Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Mega Punch. I might just go with that fucking 4-piece combo. It's a nice and simple one. TMs and HMs, I mean, I guess I could just learn Mega Punch. But I think I already got that one. Yeah, I don't know if I would want any other moves. Yeah. So that is what I'm going to want my ending team to look like. I may have a hard time having them all in my team at once because none of them are going to really have HMs, which is going to be a huge pain in the ass. Even though I may give Surf to Nidoqueen as, like, a real good fuck you water move. I think I may make space, because I do remember using Nidoqueen when I was a kid and having Surf with Nidoqueen. So I would be very much willing to do that. But yeah, that's what I want my end team to be. My end team, I want to be my Charizard, um, Charizard, Hypno, Nidoqueen, Fearow, Electrode, and Hitmonchan. I feel like that is a pretty decent, and now that like I know enough about like, and I'm looking up moves and shit. But yeah. All right. Well, I guess let's get it started. Oh, Azubies. Bro, that was the weirdest way for that to work like that. Yeah, you're still counted as flying, so you're gonna get fucked by that. Pokemon fight. Ready, go. Alright, dude. Fucking chill with the cocaine. Alright. Well, Cubone is not what I want out right now. Probably not Drowsy either. Now that I think about it. Confusion. Nope, was hoping that was going to be a little stronger on him. But that's fine. That's fine. He wants to keep growling. I'm just going to take my W right here. Please, 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 please. Alright, Voltorb's gonna faint. I got too ballsy with Voltorb. Alright. Drowsy gained a level, though. That's decent. That's decent. Yeah, I deserve that, though. I got a little too much. I was like, let's see what happens. I should have known what was going to happen. Play a little too close to the vest. Get clipped. So it was funny. Today I had court. I've talked about this before. I had gotten pulled over for my insurance being expired to the point it had been expired long enough that my car's license plate registration was suspended. And full on, I just completely forgot about it. Like, I forgot that my the insurance that I had on my car through my girlfriend at the not at the time, like, she's still my girlfriend, but the insurance at the time, I had forgotten that I even that it even wore off. So when I got the notice that I needed to update it, I just didn't have the money to do so. So I just got caught in a bad time. And so I'd gotten pulled over, got a ticket for both of those, and the cop just told me, like, yeah, you just go and pay for both of those things, get them set up, and you'll go to court, and you should be all good. So my original court date was set up as what was it? Jesus, what the fuck was that? Did he bite me? What the fuck? Bite is such an asshole move. Luckily, Voltorb can kill a lot of Zoobies. And that is a dead end. Fuck you. Alright, the way that it glitches out the sound when Voltorb comes out is kind of annoying. Ooh, you know, in a Nuzlocke, because I'll probably have a Zubat from the other one, from the other cave, that means I could get a Machop here as a second Pokemon. Or as, like, the first Pokemon encounter in here. I can accept that. Also, I seem to remember, if I manage to get a Geodude in the next gym, then Geodude is actually not too bad. Nor Graveler. Onix is ass, though. That's all I know. I remember getting an Onix when I was a kid because he always looked so intimidating in the fucking TV show. And then I use him and I'm like, this dude is boo-boo. Did not like. I think I have made the correct decision. And if not, Geodude could be a Pokemon I catch here if I don't encounter a Machop. Which I would be fine with that in here too. I'd be fine with that, absolutely. And I think what I'm going to do, to the best of my ability, I think I'm going to adhere to I would assume it's like the almost official, maybe it's not, I have no idea, but I found a level cap for Nuzlocking the game. Well, I mean, I guess you could do the level cap without Nuzlocking. You could do the level cap no matter what. So that's not what I meant. Let's potion the man up. Let's see if I can give him one. What does that do? Ooh, no. Can't do it. I can't do it. Ooh. I'll fucking paralyze you, bro. Don't you fucking get it twisted. Super effective. Hurts a bit. Not a whole lot, but a bit. But that's, of course, what's going to take priority. Is super effective moves. Oh, I need a queen. That's my bad. I shouldn't be letting you get your ass beat like that. I should be a little more gentle. Let me look at it real quick, though. Alright, so this is the official... sorry if I'm clicking the microphone. I was scratching my shoulder. This is the official, from what it appears to be, the official level cap for each of the gyms. So, Gym 1, level 14, 21, 24, 29, 43, 43 for Gym 6 as well, 47, and 50. And then the Elite 4, 56, 8, 62, Champion 65. Now, I found, from when I played, that these Elite 4 ones, I'm probably not going to care about so much. Because I'm not going to lie, it really seemed like, for the most part, that using weaknesses of the... Because I think, like, most of my Pokemon, I think, were at level 50 when I went to the Elite 4. But using, like, types and weaknesses, what little I could with that old moveset, because I remember my moveset being kind of trash. But even to the best of my ability, using, like, type weaknesses and shit, I was able to compete with that level cap real easily. But as far as I can tell, that 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 level cap, it says it's for hardcore Nuzlocke, so I don't know how difficult that'll be necessarily. That may make the game incredibly hard, but I think all my Pokemon being even leveled would make it a little easier. But we'll see. I would like to play with the level cap, and I looked at all the level caps of like the generations, and they seem pretty evenly spaced and pretty like good. I did see one that in Gen 2 though, that's the what's it called? There's one gym that has that was a dumb thing to do. I'm a high enough level that it'll hurt, but goofy nonetheless. Might as well again. But the fuck was I saying? I get sidetracked so easily. But yeah, no, oh yeah, that I saw like in Gen 2 that there was like a future gym, I think it was like Gym 7 or 6 or something, had a lower level cap than the gym before it. So if possible, if I have access to both gyms at that point, I might go with the I may just go with the do them in like difficulty order, because I mean that's going to be my goal, in any of the Pokemon games that I do, like especially when I get to like the newer open world ones in like fucking 20 years. I would like to do them more by like a difficulty basis. I mean, that's why when I played what's it called? When I played Breath of the Wild even, I remember looking up, okay, since it's an open world, I knew there were going to be the 4 divine beasts, so I looked up, all right, which is the easiest to the most difficult, including everything regarding, before the dungeon, during the dungeon, da-da-da, easiest to hardest. And for that game, I think it was the Rudo, the Zora, the Goron, then the Gerudo. In that order was easiest to hardest in total. Mainly because, I believe, because that Zora one has you fighting off with a Lionel, which is, at that point, could be a pretty difficult fucking task to go against. Which, fair enough. But, yeah, I remember doing it that way. I even did that with A Link Between Worlds. I remember buying that for my little brother, and I remember looking up that, when different areas would open up, because if I remember right, like, you had to do the first dungeon, and then the other for one of the pendants, and then the other 2 dungeons were kind of, you could do in either order, and then when you got to the Dark World, there were like, I don't remember if all of them were open at once. They might have all been, but I did the same thing in that one. I didn't finish that game, but I remember I got at least, I think, more than halfway through it. I think I must have beaten at least like 3 bosses into the Dark World. I think 3 or 4. I didn't beat that game, but I came real close to it. I just didn't play it enough. But yeah. But you know what? I actually want to take this time to tell that story about my court thing, while I'm here. So if you don't, I'm not going to play anymore. So if you don't want to hear me ramble, then, you can peace out. I love you. But no, because I realized that I was talking about court earlier, and I never finished talking about it, but because a funny thing kind of almost happened. It was funny to witness, but it could have been a lot funnier, and was about to be a lot funnier. But like I said, I was supposed to go to court for my registration and my insurance. So the day that I was supposed to go, I believe, was the 23rd of December. So the day before Christmas Eve. And that was a day where over here, because, I've made it no secret that I'm from the Chicagoland area. Not the city, but from the general, like, suburban and just general area of the city. More in the land area, you know what I'm saying. But, we had like a cold snap right on Christmas where it was like bitter cold. Like it was like minus 40, 50 wind chills. And, you know, I had work that day. So I went right from work, left early to go to court. And I get there, and because of the cold, you know, I probably would have seen this if I would have gone online. But, you know, I was coming right from work, so it didn't really matter. I was almost driving past it. I only had to deviate slightly to get to the courthouse I needed. So I get there, and it's empty. So sure enough, I go in and make sure, and there was a guard in there saying that, yeah, you know, because of the weather, we're closed. So come back on Tuesday, same time, same place. I get there on Tuesday, and sure enough, like the town that I got pulled over in wasn't even on the docket for what was being gone after. So I went and got the new date, and it was like a month later, and that was today. So I finally got that taken care of. Of course, my shit got dismissed. But before I got my shit dismissed, there was a kid in there who was like 16. He was like this young Mexican kid. And he was there with his dad. And, you know, the judge asked the kid, like, hey, so, you know, are you doing anything in school? And he was like, oh, I'm wrestling and football. And he was like, okay. Looks at the ticket, and he was like, so you got this for screeching your wheels? Now, obviously, the judge didn't word it like this, but this was his attitude. The judge was like, it says here you were screeching your wheels? Cut the shit. Stop fucking doing that. It's fucking dumb. Stop it. Just brake regular, accelerate regular. There's not a big deal. Stop doing that. It's dumb. Like, that was just his attitude. So, dismisses the kid's case right there. Boom. Easy peasy. But the dad took it upon himself, like, as they were leaving, to decide, and, because the judge had been complaining about the town that we, they had gotten mad about the town we live in. I guess they never wrote the kid a ticket. They just kind of left a citation in his mailbox. And the judge had been bitching about the town because a lot of the cops weren't showing up to court dates. And he was getting mad because I guess there was an article written in one of the local papers about how that specific county is too lenient on low-level offenders. But he's like, I see all these complaints about how we're not doing our job correctly, and yet a lot of these officers don't even show up to court. Now, it ended up being that today, these officers were actually doing some training. So at very least for today, that reasoning and that general feeling was not warranted. But he was just kind of generally being annoyed about it. So this dad found it, because like I said, he was there with his 16-year-old son. He found it that this was the time that he should let his complaints about the towns know. Like, this is when he should let the judge know about what he has to say about the town and their ethics and how he missed out on $180 for something, whatever, today. Probably because that's how much he makes in a day. So he's like, I missed out on $180 today, and just kind of was pitching a little bitch fit on the way out of the courthouse. And as he storms out of the courthouse, the judge looks at the sheriff and was like, get him back in here. And this guy has to now step up in front of the judge, and he was like, you didn't even have a ticket. Your son did. You won. Your son's ticket got dismissed. Nothing happened. If you thought that it was unethical, that is what court is for. If the cop was here, you could have registered that complaint. But they're not here. You won. Just take your W. He's like, I'm not involved with the department, this specific town's, with their specific, policies. So chill. But yeah, no, that was it. It was just funny to watch him get reprimanded. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Next time for more Pokemon or Metroid. Peace. Actually, One Piece later. Yay!